perseverance, I guess, and staying glued to the chair. It's my pleasure this afternoon to introduce the interim leader of the Green Party, Mr. Adam Olsen. Adam was born in Victoria and raised in the, is it pronounced this, the Slars? You could say it when you get up here. First Nations in Brentwood, Brentwood Bay. When he was first elected to Central Saanich Council in 2008, Adam was the first First Nations councillor elected to the district. Adam was re-elected in 2011 and resigned in 2013 to run provincially. In August of 2013, Adam was appointed interim leader of the Green Party of BC. Adam and his wife Emily have two small children, Silas and Emily. Please help me welcome Adam. Thanks very much.
Aitsque Jalailat Siam Nights Jalaja, Sahanap Tanatsane, Chasalea Oseanich, Leat Wathathlap Eat Lungs. Good day. My name is Sahanap. My English name is Adam Olsen. I'm from the Oseanich territory, Saanich, the Sartlip village. It's wonderful to be here with you today. After many years sitting in the audience at UBCM as a councillor in the district of Central Saanich, I'm both honored and humbled to be standing on this stage presenting to you today as the leader of the BC Green Party. As I only have 5 minutes of your time, I want to be respectful of this opportunity and as well your hungry stomachs. I just want to say that I echo the greetings of my colleague, John Horgan, in thanking the executive, the staff, and the members of the UBCM. I'm grateful to my relatives here in Squamish, Lilwat territory, my First Nations relatives who've lived and worked and played in these mountains for thousands of years. Every day I'm driven by the love and support of my wife, Emily, and my children, Silas Wolf and Ella Rose. Last night at the hospitality event, I saw a few young kids hanging around the sides, the edges of the room, just like my children. And many of you from the capital region will know. When I was a councillor, my little boy Silas would sit under the table and inspire my colleagues to make long-term decisions. Now Ella can be seen running through the halls of the legislature, reminding us all that the decisions that we make are not only about us, but they are about them. The BC Green Party takes this convention very seriously. Your work is very important work. The work of your regional associations, critical. That is why we have our team here for the whole week, for the first time. And I'm grateful that so many of you have taken me up on the offer to meet. I've met with mayors and councillors and regional district directors from all over our incredible province. And I'm thankful to you for sharing your stories and your expertise with me and allowing me to introduce to you the BC Green Party. There are many issues that I'm not going to be able to cover in this address today, from education to healthcare to laying the groundwork for a new and modern economy. BC Greens are more than just a one-trick pony. We are a multifaceted, forward-looking party, and we address all of these issues on our blogs and our websites, and I invite you to engage and participate with us there, and encourage you to become part of the discussion that we're having. We hope that the work that we do at UBCM is worth something, and more than just talk, the usual partisan rhetoric. We hope the government will act. Your report, Strong Fiscal Futures, that was last year's news, well, until yesterday. And I, like you, have been frustrated that nothing substantive has been done to change the regressive way our communities are financed. In 2013, I left local government and entered provincial politics, and I stand here today as the leader of the BC Greens in large part because of an unwillingness on both sides of the aisle to truly address the regressive funding formula of our communities. The silence from Premier Christy Clark in Vancouver last year and the inactivity of the government over the past 12 months is truly disappointing. This week started with Honourable Rich Coleman outlining the opportunities and challenges for LNG. Minister Coleman was emphatic that LNG is good for the whole provincial economy. Just as the government argues LNG is a provincial economic opportunity, so are the BC ferries. Last winter, I stood on the lawns of the legislature with community leaders and British Columbians from across the province. When I spoke to the crowd, I challenged Minister Todd Stone and the government to back up their decisions with evidence. They ignored that demand. Instead, Minister Stone pressed forward, continuing the coastal death spiral started by his predecessors of fare increases, service cuts, and user decline. There were no numbers. There was no socioeconomic impact analysis. And today I stand with you, the delegates of the UBCM, elected officials from all over the province, to call on the government to change course. Minister Stone attacked the report, as well as the credibility of the report's author, Peter LaRose, something that I found deeply unfair. And again, I ask the minister, either show us your evidence or reverse your course. BC ferries are marine highways, and they should be part of the Ministry of Transportation. They connect 1/3 of our provincial economy to the other 2/3. And it is time to set politics aside and do what's right for the entire provincial economy. In the past, Greens have been criticized by our political opponents, or there's been questions asked of us saying, what can one MLA really do? Well, over the past 15 months, Dr. Andrew Weaver has showed you what one MLA can do, and what one work-from-home dad and party leader can do. Amidst the changing of diapers and making of bottles, not only have we grown the BC Green Party, but we've shown that we can do politics differently and still be effective. Andrew has shown that we can respectfully address the issues, identify the jiggery-pokery, and offer solutions. It's time to change politics as usual in British Columbia. It is no longer serving our interests. It is time that we recognize local governments for the powerful voice that you are for your constituents. It is time that we recognize your unique ability to act when other levels of government are imprisoned by partisanship. The BC Greens are a vote of choice. We are problem solvers, and we believe that the answers are probably already in your community. We want to help you find them, and we want to help connect them. We stand with you. And when you are not getting answers, the answers you need, we are another point of access for you to the legislature. Please do not hesitate to call me. And together we will work with Andrew and his incredible team to find the answers you need. We take a pragmatic, evidence-based approach to politics. We strive for nonpartisan and cross-partisan approach for keeping British Columbia the best place on earth. We are committed to working with our colleagues on both sides of the legislature and in local government to relentlessly seek the best solutions to the problems that we face together. I encourage you to get to know the Greens. We're a lot more than you've probably been told. Finally, I'd like to thank you for all your hard work and dedication to the regional districts, villages, townships, towns, and cities of supernatural British Columbia. For those of you retiring from politics and moving into a new chapter of your lives, I raise my hands to you. For those of you who will stand for re-election, I thank you for continuing to engage our democracy with passion. Thank you, and Heichka.